Hey guys, what is going on? This is Wrestlelamia, back with another episode. Join us now as Wrestlelamia looks at the 17th April edition of Dynamite and the wildest wrestling news, stories, and rumors you need to know, including Roman Reigns out of WWE Indefinitely, what's Vince McMahon been up to, changes ahead for WrestleMania and other PLEs, Ruby Soho's happy news, and more. As always, we won't recap the show, but look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. The good. Jon Moxley promo. Jon Moxley is your new IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and he made sure to remind the fans of his ride getting there. However, tonight's promo wasn't all about Mox's huge win, as he also called out the Don Callis family for taking out Bryan Danielson. Moxley always brings passion to his promos, but tonight he stepped up, sharing how he made his dream of winning the IWGP title possible. Jon Moxley may have a future as a motivational speaker after hearing him tonight. Don Callis family versus BCC could be good. The Don Callis family versus the Blackpool Combat Club could be good. Both factions are stacked with fantastic workers, which all but guarantees fantastic matches. However, as we've seen, AEW needs engaging storylines, and the idea of AEW's resident badasses, the Blackpool Combat Club, slapping some sense into AEW's resident creep Don Callis and his stable sounds like a blueprint for an exciting feud, uprooting the Jericho learning tree. Well, that didn't last long. Chris Jericho's attempt to guide Hook's career ended prematurely as Hook decided to take a pass on sitting under the Chris Jericho learning tree. Once again, Jericho showed his true colors when he let his arrogance show, refusing to believe Hook would turn down his offer to mentor him. The Ocho crossed the line again too when he shoved Hook's old man Taz, a move that led to exactly what the fans expected, a challenge from Hook for Jericho to face him anytime, anywhere. While some storylines need to play out, this one didn't, and Jericho's actions were no surprise. The only downside is that it wasn't that long ago that Jericho turned babyface. Swerve Joe build-up. Formulas aren't always bad, as seen by the build-up for Samoa Joe versus Swerve Strickland over the last few months. Their program has been about as by the book as you can get. A challenger calling out a badass champion and coming up short, but refusing to quit. Joe always finds a way to turn the tables on Swerve when Strickland is ready to take him out, a situation which should have fans eager to see him wrestle Joe at Dynasty. More women's matches, and they're entertaining. Has Mercedes Moné helped jumpstart AEW's women's division? Although the CEO has yet to wrestle, AEW seems to be focused on booking more women's matches, and not only that, but booking entertaining ones with women who can wrestle. Good build-up for Dynasty and future shows. AEW scored a win tonight in promoting this Sunday's Dynasty pay-per-view and promoting its other TV shows by announcing upcoming matches. If AEW wants to grow its audience, it needs to both announce upcoming matches and make sure they feature top stars. The bad. Is Mercedes Moné ever going to wrestle? While Wrestlelamia thinks Mercedes Moné's presence has jump-started AEW's women's division, she needs to wrestle as her TV appearances are growing stale, as all she does is talk and make an occasional run-in. Let's hope AEW didn't bring Mercedes in with a Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar-like deal where she rarely wrestles, as her microphone skills are not her strong suit, and AEW fans may start even asking why she's in the company. Shane Taylor, who? Apologies to Shane Taylor, who is one of many talented wrestlers in AEW, but a low-level star who shouldn't be on Dynamite. The downright ugly. Nothing ugly as AEW told some exciting stories, including the brewing brouhaha between the BCC and the Don Callis family, Jericho's arrogance leading to a rift with Hook, and more. Is Roman Reigns out indefinitely? Topping today's news is a report from WrestleVotes that suggests Roman Reigns could be out of WWE indefinitely. WrestleVotes tweeted, "I'm told that although Roman Reigns will be off TV for an indefinite period of time, he will still have substantial creative input in the evolving Bloodline storyline over the course of the next few months." A recent report noted Roman has an upcoming role in an Eddie Murphy film, but it's unclear how big Reigns' role is. WWE Changing Up WrestleMania? The WWE has made plenty of changes to its product over the last few months, and now there's talk of changing things up for its biggest event of the year. During an appearance at the World Congress of Sports convention, WWE President Nick Khan discussed WrestleMania and some potential changes. Dave Meltzer summarized Khan's comments, particularly the WWE wanting to move WrestleMania so that it doesn't conflict with the Final Four NCAA basketball games. Khan just doesn't want to go against the Final Four anymore because Saturday went against the Final Four. and then the home to show the Raw after Mania went head-to-head with the finals. And even though the show did a fantastic number, it would have done an even better number had it not gone against the final, so it looks like it's probably going to move up a week or so, maybe more. The WWE hasn't announced the location for WrestleMania 41, nor the date. WWE changing up its PLEs? The WWE may also be changing its PLEs, at least according to Dave Meltzer, who commented on Wrestling Observer Radio that Nick Khan recently discussed some changes to WWE's premium live events. Khan said that the new plan going forward is Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, Money in the Bank, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series they want to do in the US and Canada, with at least 3 of them stadium shows, and then all the other pay-per-views they want to sell overseas, which is, I guess, good and bad. Meltzer mused that the international shows will lead to a change in air times for many events. So it looks like probably 7 pay-per-views a year are no longer in prime time. What do you think about these changes? What's Vince McMahon been up to? What's Vince McMahon been up to since resigning from WWE? While some might suspect the embattled former WWE Kingpin might be holed up in one of his mansions, that's far from the case, as NBC News reports that Vinnie Mac has been busy. Here are some examples compiled by NoDQ.com's Aaron Rift from the NBC report on McMahon. McMahon has reportedly stayed in touch with former US President Donald Trump, although a source noted that the two men don't discuss their legal problems and Trump doesn't provide legal advice. McMahon is also said to still be in contact with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and John Cena. The report also mentions that McMahon has been involved with puppies, but in this case, not the kind Jerry Lawler popularized during the Attitude Era. Instead, Vince brought back 7 kittens and a puppy for friends to adopt. The report notes Vince traveled to the Turks and Caicos Islands for his adopt-a-pet trip and also visited Italy. Vince has also been dining at restaurants in New York City, such as the Italian spot Il Tonello East on 46th Street. McMahon is driven around in his limo and also stops at his barber every 2 weeks for a haircut. One question that has come up is whether Vinnie Mac is interested in launching a new wrestling promotion. According to Ringside News, Vince has to wait before he can do so. According to contractual stipulations, should he pursue such a venture, McMahon would likely have to wait until January 26, 2025, a year after his resignation. It's always difficult to predict what McMahon will do, and fans will have to wait to see if he has any plans for building a new empire. One thing is clear, McMahon will have a lot of money to play with following his various sales of his TKO holding stock. That could change if 1 or more lawsuits go against him, but that remains to be seen. Drew Gulak gone? Speaking of embattled WWE figures, it looks like Drew Gulak's career is circling the drain following Ronda Rousey's allegation that Gulak grabbed the drawstring on her sweatpants. Gulak was recently written off NXT after an apparent hit job from the D'Angelo family, and rumor has it that the WWE has instructed talent and announcers not to mention his name. Dave Meltzer recently noted on Wrestling Observer Radio that, "What I was told was that the witnesses were not conclusive. It was one person's word against the other, but Gulak was bad publicity, so he got whacked." While Gulak has been written off TV, Diamond Dave noted Drew's days in the WWE could be fading fast. "I don't know that he's been fired, but when I ask, it's like, if he hasn't been, he probably will be. It's not looking good for him, let's put it that way." Are Oklahoma officials threatening to ban AEW? Are state officials in Oklahoma threatening to ban All Elite Wrestling from holding events in the Sooner State? That's the report coming from Oklahoma's Fox 25 TV station. The report notes that AEW held its first show in Oklahoma on 20th December 2023, and one of the matches featured famous transgender wrestler Nyla Rose had a match against a cisgender wrestler Alejandra Lyon. Rose defeated Lyon. It appears the Oklahoma State Athletic Commission is arguing that there is a ban on intergender matches in Oklahoma according to the OSAC's rules. The commission will not approve sanctioning permits between human participants and non-humans or between males and females. A male participant is a person of the heterogametic sex born with XY chromosomes. A female participant is a person born of the homogametic sex with XX chromosomes. The report notes that unlike MMA, boxing, and kickboxing applications, wrestling applications don't ask if someone has had gender reassignment surgery. Although wrestling matches are worked, the ban on intergender wrestling is enforced in Oklahoma, and the commission warned AEW if it happens again, there will be punitive action taken against them. The report noted, Fox 25 reached out to AEW for comment. This article will be updated once a statement is received. What do you think of this situation, and will AEW challenge it or simply refuse to hold shows in Oklahoma? Ruby Soho's happy news. Last but not least, congratulations to AEW star Ruby Soho and her partner Angelo Parker on the news that the couple is expecting their first child. Soho and Parker surprised fans at the 17th April taping of AEW Rampage. Well guys, there you have it, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, and WrestleLamia's analysis of the 17th April edition of Dynamite. Leave your comments below, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll see you next time for some more wrestling content.